Dolly Kowalski and the Friendly Puppy. Once upon a time there was a cute girl called Dolly Kowalski. She was on the way to see her cousin Katie Super Hulk when she decided to take a shortcut through Boxtable Woods. It was long before Dolly got lost. She looked around, but all she could see were trees. Nervously, she fell into her bag for her favorite toy, Mr. Teddy. But Mr. Teddy was not here to be found. Dolly began to panic. She felt sure she had packed Mr. Teddy. To make matters worse, she was starting to feel hungry. Unexpectedly, she saw a friendly puppy dresser in a purple jacket disappearing into the trees. How odd, thought Dolly, for the want of anything better to do. She decided to follow the peculiarly dressed puppy. Peepers, it could tell him the way of out the forest. Eventually, Toilet re- reached a clearing. In the clearing were two houses, one made from onions and one made from pancakes. Dolly could feel her tummy rumbling. Looking at the house did nothing to ease her hunger. Hello, she called. Is anybody there? Nobody, nobody replied. Dolly looked at the roof of the on the closed house and worried if it would be rude to eat somebody else. She meant, obviously, it would be impolite to eat a whole house, but first it would be considered acceptable to nibble to wood fixture or lick the wood fixing feed, feeding in a time of need. A crackle broke through the air, giving, giving Dolly a spring, which jumped into the space in front of the house. She was carrying a cage. In the cage was Mr. Teddy. Mr. Teddy, shouted Dolly. She turned to the witch. That's my toy. The witch just shouting. Give Mr. Teddy back, cried, cried Dolly. Not on your Nelly, said the witch. At least let Mr. Teddy out the cage. Before she could reply, the friendly puppy in the purple jacket rushed in the front footpath. On the other side of the railing, rushed in front. No. "Hello, Big Puppy," said the witch. "Good morning." The puppy noticed Mr. Teddy. "Who is this?" That, that's Mr. Teddy," explained the witch. "Oh, Mr. Teddy will look lovely in my house. Give it to me," demanded the puppy. The witch shook her. "Mr. Teddy is studying with me." Excuse me," Dolly interrupted. "Mr. Teddy lives with me, and not in the cage." Big Puppy ignored her. "Is there nothing you'll trade?" he asked the witch. The witch thought for a moment, then said, "I like to be entertained. I'll release him to anybody who can eat a well from there." Big Puppy looked at the house made from pancakes and said, "No problem. I call it a entire house made from pancakes if I want to. There's no need to show off," said the witch. "Just eat one from there and I'll let you have Mr. Ted." Dolly watched, feeling very worried. She didn't want the witch to give Mr. Teddy to Big Puppy. She didn't she didn't think Mr. Teddy would like living with a friendly puppy. Away from here and here other toys. Big Puppy put on his big with drawn a knife and fork from his pocket. "I'll eat this whole house," said Big Puppy. "Just you watch." Big Puppy pulled off a corner of the front door of the house made from pancakes. He pulled it in down, smiling, and get back for more and more and more. Eventually, Big Puppy started to hear bigger, just a little bit bitter at first. But after a few more for loads, full, for fulls of pancakes, he grew to the size of the latest snow, and there was every bit as round. Um, "I don't feel too good," said Big Puppy. Suddenly he started to roll. He ground shook. He ground to so round that he could no longer balance. "Help! Help!" he cried as he rolled off down a slope into the forest. Big Puppy never finished eating the front door made from pancakes, and Mr. Tay remained trapped in the witch cage. That's it, said the witch. I win. I get to keep Mr. Teddy. No so fast, said Dolly. There is still one from door to go. The front door of the house made from onions, and I have had a turn yet. I don't have to give you a turn, launched the witch. My game, my rules. The courier's voice carried through the forest. I think you should give her a chance. It's only fair. What? Said the witch. Where's your name? Sense of impatience. I thought you wanted Mr. Teddy back. Dolly ignored the witch and get her a 50 pile of stick. She came back to the clearing and started a small campfire. Carefully, she broke off a piece of the door of the house made from onions and tossed it in over the fire. Once it had cooked and cooled just a little, she took a bite. She quickly devoured the whole piece. Dolly sat down on the nearby log. You fell, cackled the witch. You were supposed to eat a whole foot to go down. When Dolly's foot has digested, she broke off another piece of the door made from onions. Once more, she toasted her foot over the fire and waited for it to cool just a little. She ate it at leisurely pace, then waiting for it to digest. Eventually, after several sitting, Dolly was down to the final piece of the door made from onions. Carefully, she toasted it and allowed it to cool just a little. She finished her final course. Dolly had eaten the entire front door of the house made from onions. The witch stamped for angrily. You must have the tricked me, she said. I don't repair sharing. I don't think so, said a voice. It was the good cooker. He looked back into the clearing, carrying his axe. This little girl won't fair as an square. How had over Mr. Teddy, or I will chop your broomsticks in fall. The witch looked horrid. She grabbed her broomstick and placed it behind her. Sam Huffin. She opened the door of the cage. Dolly hurried over and grabbed Mr. Teddy, checking that her favorite toy was all right. Fortunately, Mr. Teddy was unharmed. Dolly taked the good cooker, grabbed a quick strawberry, and hurried on the meat cake. It was starting to get dark when Dolly to the Katie's house, her cousin threw his arms around him. I was so worried, cried Katie. You are very late. As Dolly described her day, she could tell that Katie didn't believe her. So she grabbed a nugget from the pocket. What's that? Asked Katie. Dolly unwrapped a doorknob made from pancakes. Pudding, she, she said. Katie almost fell off the chair of her chair. The end.